Okay, so we've just watched Batman v Superman: Dawn of Justice. We're happy. I don't know how else to put it, but we're really, really
Superman
happy.
is bae.
Okay, yeah. That and
Superman.
Batman is awesome.
Oh my god, Superman is so sexy-licious. Seriously.
Okay, no, I don't doubt that.
Bloody
Okay,
hell.
we're not gonna talk about spoilers here. We're gonna talk about, our reactions to the movie. Basically have a review of sorts. And okay, let's start with the actors, the performances. Superman.
Superb.
Okay, all right. She might be slightly biased there. I'll give her that.
I'm not biased. He's superb. He's the perfect Superman. But then the rest of the characters, they're really good.
Yeah, of course.
Especially
I
Lex
agree.
Luthor.
Lex Luthor, big shout out
Ben
to.
Affleck is, he's a
Actually,
good choice.
there were uniformly good performances across the board. Alfred was surprisingly sassy. I mean, we said it in our reaction video to the trailer a few weeks back that, this Alfred, he's sassy. He really is quite sassy. Like, really, really, he plays it thick. That dry British sarcasm is always in play. So that's a good thing, And, Ben Affleck, could we say he's the definitive Batman?
Yeah, he
Is he better than Bale?
he's different. He's really different. He's darker.
Okay.
He's grittier. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it.
That's the thing with the movie. The
And
overall tone.
I don't like Batman. I like Superman, but
Yeah, you see her allegiance is quite obvious. So, for her to praise Batman is a big thing, guys. Like a really, really big thing. And of course, Lex Luthor, Jesse Eisenberg, surprise casting. Had no idea how he would actually play this. I mean, just from the trailers, we thought he would just do a slightly more souped up version of Mark Zuckerberg from The Social Network. But in actuality, what ended up happening was he was Lex Luthor. You could just see that was Lex Luthor. Conniving and manipulative and scheming and everything. I mean, I must confess, I read some of the reviews before we went to watch the movie, and I thought that they might have had it a bit wrong, simply because these were the same reviewers that trashed Man of Steel, and we both really liked Man of Steel, right? And I think they really got it wrong for this one. Eisenberg was great, fantastic. What do you think?
Surprisingly, yes. I mean, you can't tell that from the trailers until you've watched the movies, and then everything just gels. Everything works together.
Yeah,
his performance was amazing as well. Like, and okay, that is Lex Luthor. I'm like, wow, okay.
You're not even supposed to like him, but yeah, and of course, if we're talking about people who's seen Steel all the time, Gal Gadot. Oh my.
She's fine.
Oh my, Gal Gadot.
Yeah.
Like, wow, just straight up wow, right out of the gate. It's just, from, the subtle hints about her exotic origin. I mean, we all know Wonder Woman's origin by now, but just how she plays it and the whole mystery surrounding her. I mean, they picked those shots in the trailer for a reason, because that's who Wonder Woman seeks to be, and it just carried through into the movie. It was just amazing, I mean, this is coming from a comic book fan and somebody who's been raised on these DC animated features, and you have the opinion of somebody who, for lack of a better word, is a comic book novice, right? And
I know jack shit. In other words, yeah.
Yeah, and wow, it's just great. I mean, just wow. I mean, look, if you liked a little bit Man of Steel, you will love Dawn of Justice, right?
Yeah, like Gal Gadot's introduction.
Yeah,
and her theme song. Wow.
Okay.
But still, nothing can beat Henry Cavill.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
God.
Okay. All right.
Like every time he just goes on screen, and I'm just like, yes.
Yeah. I have nothing further to add. He's a good-looking man. Yes. I'm comfortable enough in my sexuality to say that out loud.
And he's a great actor.
Yeah. You know, and
I wish I could say more, but
no, we don't want to spoil it. We don't want to spoil the
it.
movie for you guys. You really need to go watch it yourself.
I'm gonna watch it again.
That's saying something. The only other movie that we've actually watched more than once in the cinema together is The Force Awakens, and that is saying something.
Yeah, because I don't like
I know.
to rewatch my movies.
Exactly. It's like
But I want to watch this again.
Yeah. And well, even the bit part players, Lois Lane had a slightly smaller role this time round.
But she was vital.
But she was, she's vital to the story, as she always is. That's because that's Lois Lane, and we have from the supporting cast, from Holly Hunter, from Lawrence Fishburne, from Harry Lennox, again, all just at the very least decent performances across the board, And when it comes to how it was shot, the cinematography is, it's so hard to describe it because it works, and it is a comic book come to life. You're looking at comic book panels come to life. I mean, I remarked to Her Royal Highness here at some point in the movie, I'm like, that shot is taken straight out of a comic book.
Yeah.
And it just works because a comic book has to work in a static medium, which is on a piece of paper, but this has to work visually as a moving image, right? And it just does. As much as people want to criticize Zack Snyder for anything, they rarely criticize his visual work, and him together with the director of photography, Larry Fong, really outdid themselves this time, right? Oh God, do we have any criticisms, at all? Do we have any?
I think I might have one, though.
Okay.
Like, the final...
Okay, we can't spoil it too much.
I know,
but...
I usually don't give off emotion when I watch movies in the cinema,
Yeah.
but I actually felt like I wanted to cry and I wanted to scream, but I just had to control myself.
Yeah, because she's the Ice Queen, and she can't display emotion in public because, God forbid, Zeus will strike her down with lightning. If I do have some issues with it, I think this is prevalent in comic book movies as a whole, simply because they don't have enough time to give proper backstory and exposition to everything. There were a few jump cuts that I wasn't very happy with. I think it's an editing issue, not necessarily a pacing issue, which is what a lot of critics have said about the movies, but sort of like, we have slightly jarring scene transitions, or... Yeah, I think the adrenaline's starting to wear off right now, right? Yeah, I know who she's going to be dreaming about tonight. It's not going to be me. Yeah. I'm the Jimmy Olsen in all of this.
Oh, come on. You have your Gal Gadot, so let me have my Henry Cavill.
Okay, fine. That's fair. And then is there a threesome with Ben Affleck involved?
Nah. I mean, he's a great actor and he's a good Batman, but
I actually think he's a great Batman. I think he's up there with Bale. I think he's a better Bruce Wayne than Bale. I think it's a fair call to say he's a better Bruce Wayne than Bale. But as a Batman, I think they're quite level. I think they're just about thereabouts,
They're level, but different. I mean, you can't say one is worse than the other. They're just different. And they're equally good, in my opinion.
Yeah, well, we've been lucky then that in the last 10 years we've managed to get two great Batmans. And to think that in the 10 years before that we had Val Kilmer and George Clooney.
With the bat nipples.
The bat nipples, yeah. So yeah, and of course, the music was fantastic. I mean, I suppose it's not really giving it away, considering that these are major characters, but you will get distinct themes for all of the major players. There is a Batman theme. There is, of course, the Superman theme that we heard in Man of Steel. There is a Lex Luthor theme. And the best of them all, actually, I think, is Gal Gadot's theme. Wonder Woman's theme. Like, wow.
And just how it was introduced is just impressive.
It's just amazing.
Yeah.
And, well, to put it simply, Wonder Woman's introduction is done amazingly well, and you probably could not ask for a better introduction to, well, belatedly, one of the most beloved members of the DC Trinity, right? Which is, of course, Batman, Superman, and now Wonder Woman, right? So, final thoughts.
I'd watch it again.
That is the highest praise possible, okay? Absolute highest praise possible.
When can we watch it again?
I will probably watch it over the weekend, you know? And as for me, if you even liked a little bit Man of Steel, you will love Dawn of Justice. If you're a comic book fan and you love that sort of visual style that was established in Zack Snyder's previous movies like 300 or The Watchmen and Man of Steel, you will love Dawn of Justice. You know? And let's just... and we have to address one thing that the critics have been saying about it being too dark and gritty and humorless. And, you know, just... You know what?
I love it.
That's what makes it great. That's what makes DC amazing. That's what makes it, in our opinion, better than Marvel. You know, I mean, Marvel's great for what it is, right? But when it comes to DC and the gravitas of their characters, there's nothing quite like it, you know? And it's not to say that the humor is completely absent. There are jokes here and there, you know? There's some snappy dialogue. There's some good punchlines, right? But humor is not a driving force behind the movie, you know? And it was dark, it was gritty, it was somber, it was very grave, you know? And that in itself is its own fun. If you enjoy that kind of stuff, I mean, we've watched a lot of DC animated movies together. We've watched things like Batman Under the Red Hood. We've watched The Flashpoint Paradox. We've watched Crisis on Two Earths. These are not light viewing. These are not movies that are, you know, fluff. Right? And we enjoy them greatly. And if you enjoy movies like that, you will definitely enjoy Dawn of Justice. And our recommendation is that you guys need to watch it, and after that you're gonna watch it again. So yeah.
No regrets.
No regrets. Huh?
Yeah.
We're doing this. It's like 1:00 in the morning when we're doing this. So yeah.
Okay, can we cut?
Yeah. Okay, we're done. All right. Peace out.
Bye.